I have so many things to haul. I'm literally tripping over them getting into my office. So if you want to watch a long thrift haul, then this video is for you. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and I am a beauty and reselling enthusiast. So those are the things that I love to talk about on this channel. And if that is something that you like to watch, then consider subscribing before you leave this video today. And first off, thank you so much for taking your time to watch this. I truly appreciate it. We're growing very organically on this channel and I would love for you to be a part of it. So if you do like reselling, if you do like beauty, consider subscribing and we can see our way to 1,000 followers, hopefully by the end of this year. First off, let's start with the makeup because I did talk about my last video. I did a PR unboxing, which will be linked at the end of this video. I talked about getting a Jouer, the Menage a Trois Jouer bronzer, as well as their lipstick. So I wanted to feature that today. So I'm wearing the Jouer, what's it called? It's like Baume Boucher. I don't know, it's a French brand. I took 2 years of French in high school and you wouldn't be able to tell whatsoever. But I got the shade Liberté, so it's this really pretty kind of like raspberry type of shade, went on super nicely. And then I had talked about that in that video, that this Menage a Trois bronzer, which I initially thought came in different shades, but apparently it just comes in one shade. But it's their butter bronzer blush and highlighter trio. So this is, what can we do to not blind you? This is what it looks like. It's kind of more of a rosier type of bronzer that has a glow to it. So that's where you get like the blush bronzer highlighter duo. So that is what I'm wearing. I'm not wearing any other highlighter or bronzer or blush. This is literally all I'm wearing. And I even used it as the base of my eyeshadow today. I did use a few other things from my Shop My Stash to make the eye look have a little bit more dimension, but this is definitely what I used in my crease and on my base, and then I darkened it up in my crease a little bit, and then, you know, added some wings and mascara, all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to share that, what it looked like, because I did kind of like talk about it last time, but I wanted to give you the visual of everything. So if you're curious about any of the products that I have on my face, they will be linked down below. They will be affiliated, meaning I earn a small commission if you choose to shop through them. It's not necessary, but it's always appreciated. But let's get into the bulk of this video, which is a thrift haul. I have kind of go in this periods of time where I get really good about not thrifting for a while, but doesn't last very long, and then I feel like I hit it hard. You know what I mean? I hit the thrifting really hard, and so a lot of this stuff has just kind of been accumulating. I have been really good about listing stuff, so I would say majority of the stuff in this room, I look around collectively, you can't see, all right, not majority. I just saw some other tubs over eyeing me over here that are not listed, that do need to be hauled as well, but the stuff that I'm going to haul today is literally on the floor and I'm literally tripping over it. So I wanted to haul it so I can get it listed. I sell in lots of different platforms. Poshmark is my main one, eBay, Mercari, Depop, Curtsy. I do sell on Facebook Marketplace, but I've made like a whopping like 2 sales over there in all the years that I've sold on Facebook Marketplace. So that's where I'm going to be listing them. So if you find something that you like, let me know, and I will get it up sooner rather than later for you. But all of these clothes came from, if I'm remembering correctly, mostly Goodwills. I think the first stuff that I have is going to be from Plato's, like some Plato's mixed in, maybe a few more like little boutique-y type of thrift shops, but I thrift wherever. I guess I don't discriminate when it comes to thrifting. If they have thrift store prices, you bet I'm there to check out the goods. So let's jump into it. So let's start with this big old bag. Now, since I have changed my filming area and whatnot, which I'm still working on the footage of that video because at one point it was clean and then now it's not clean. So I'm hoping to get it to you when it's a little bit cleaner and we can kind of finish out that rearranging everything. But with that being said, normally I used to stand up and I'd like hang stuff up on my rack and then take it down, but we don't have that set up anymore, so we're just gonna go with it. So let's see. I guess we'll just start with this stuff here and I'll put it in my lap. All right, so this pile of goodies, let me look at the tag because usually that indicates where I got them. Okay, so some of them are from Plato's. Some of them are from a Goodwill in northern Arizona. So I do live in southern Arizona, and I will go visit family up north. So when I go visit family, of course I gotta stop off at Goodwill. So that's what I did. So that's what this bag is made up of, I think. So the first item is this pair of Torrid jeans. They're size 24 regular. They are this like khaki color type of pant with the button fly, really nice. And they have, I think they're cropped, I think it's a cropped length with the frayed hems. I just thought this was super cute going into fall, and I always like to point out on the clothes that I can remember. So Torrid is one of the brands that has under their content tag will have like an item number. So if you are interested in looking up more information about this specific style, it will have it. It also has the cut date. So this is from May 2022. So it gives you an idea of like how recent the item is, because I try not to pick up too many items that are over 5 years old, depending on style. But so with those being within, you know, 2.5 years, something that it's good to know. This also was from Plato's, and why I have some Play-Doh stuff is I always like to go in and trade in some of the items that I just don't find fun to list, like items from myself or my husband or something like that that just aren't worth it to list it for me, because it's a lot of basic stuff and it just wasn't, it's not worth my time to list. So I'll go in, I'll get trade credit, and then I try to go in when they're having a clearance sale, so that trade credit kind of like is, you know, worth it for me. But I did find these pair of Lululemon, like herringbone, this purple herringbone pant, and it has the zipper on the little zipper vent right here. We have the Lululemon logo. And these are actually priced a lot lower than a lot of their other pants, and they were on clearance. The clearance was only 50% off, which I usually like to go in when it's 70 or 90. But, you know, I'll still look at some stuff and see if it's worth it for me, and I felt like this was worth it. Sorry, I am just trying to find the size dot for you, which sometimes can always be a mystery on Lululemon pants. You gotta like check all of the pockets, the interior pockets, the zippered pockets, and of course I'm not finding it quickly, but a lot of times you just have to check all of the pockets and there will be a round size dot in there, except if it's a newer Lululemon style, I do believe that they're square now. So that's pretty cool. That kind of gives you an indication if it's new or old. So I also picked up these pants. These are from We the Free, which is Free People. They're size 28. They're the regular mid-rise jean. So they're kind of that like faded black gray with the little shark bite asymmetrical hem at the bottom. I don't really pick up Free People jeans that often anymore, but I did check comps on these and it seems to be worth it for me, so I decided to pick them up. And then I think that was all of the Play-Doh stuff. Now we're getting into the Goodwill stuff. So the first item is this Cloth and Stone little button-up size medium. Cute little button-up t-shirt. Again, perfect. This is a really nice like transitional piece. So, you know, since we're going from summer to fall, you know, sometimes it's a little bit more that transitional weather where it's not quite too cold, but it's still kind of warm. So this is a nice piece that you can, you know, layer if you need to when you're cold and whatnot. So Cloth and Stone, again, not a brand that I pick up a lot anymore, but the price was really right on this. So I opted to do it. And again, Cloth & Stone is one of those brands that does have their style number down here. Now, it doesn't always work. To be honest, I don't know why it doesn't always work, but sometimes that style number is like attached to a different item. I don't know, but it's a really good place to start. We have refilled the lap of stuff. This one was a good one. This is Ralph Lauren Collection Purple Tag. So in the tiers of Ralph Lauren, there's like a black tag, there's a purple tag, I think maybe even a green and a blue or something. I can't quite remember what the tier system is per the color, but I do know that purple is more, it's a lot more special, and with the word being collection under it, so I had a feeling this was probably worth a lot of money. I don't know if it'll retail for a lot of money. So this says it was made in Italy, size 6, kind of has this really nice like texture to it. It's this ivory pencil skirt. So we'll see how it goes. You know, sometimes I just pick stuff up just to test it out to see. This I picked up. This is May from Anthropologie, so you know it's a newer tag because it has by Anthropologie on it. This is an extra large, and it's this really cute like little utility button-up dress with lots of stretch to it. Lots of stretch. You will have to be careful with things that have this much stretch to it though, because sometimes the fibers break down a lot faster and you'll get that like wavy puckeringness. Happens a lot in jeans, especially page jeans. If you know, you know. So just be careful with that. The content tag is ripped out of this one, so it will not have the normal kind of OB number that Anthropologie, Free People, and Urban Outfitters brands have that is attached to like the style information. So this one I will just have to do it based off of keywords. So, you know, black button-up shirt dress, utility dress, and see where that takes me. Then we have this Madewell top, which I believe that's an older Madewell brand tag. It is a size small, but it was so cute. This is cute, like little peplum striped blouse. Again, kind of really cute for transitional piece between summer and fall. Madewell is another brand that will have the content information, and you can see this one is from spring 19. So again, getting a little bit older than I normally like, but still a really relevant type of piece. And again, the price was really right, so I opted to pick it up. This is a pair of Patagonia little shorts. No, excuse me, it's a skirt. Little wrap skirt. I would say that the Patagonia pieces that are not jackets don't typically go as fast or as much as like a jacket would, but I still like to have the Patagonia brand in my closet because I feel like it drives some customers into my closet to look for other things. But this is 55% hemp and organic cotton. It's a women's 6, so super cute. Is this a skirt or a skirt? Age old question. It is a skirt, so it's a wrap skirt. Very cute. And then we got some American Eagle jeans. Again, something I don't typically pick up unless the price is really right. These are a pair of stretch jeans. They are the mom style or mom jean, which you can see embroidered there. You know that they're a little bit of the newer style because of the embroidered brand right in there, and they are a plus size, which was also a plus. They're size 20 short. So I don't usually like to pick up petite items, but you know, sometimes when the price is right, you just gotta try it out. So we have that. This next one I wasn't too sure if I should have picked up, but it was just so cute that I couldn't let it go. I took forever to figure out what the brand name was, but I think it's Forever That Girl is the brand tag. It is a size extra small. It's this really kind of almost linen like feeling mini dress with that like vintage floral print with a really big bassoon off the shoulder sleeves that could be worn like on the shoulders or off the shoulders. And if I'm not mistaken, was it an Anthro brand? So it's 100% cotton. It is an Anthro brand, and why we know this, it's either an Anthro brand or an Urban Outfitters brand, I can't remember. But it does have that RN number of 66170, so that links to Anthropologie, Free People, and Urban Outfitters. So I was on the fence about this because I do think this is definitely more of a summer spring type of piece, but it somehow just continued to end up in my cart, so I got it. We have another Lululemon piece. We can see that right there. It's just a like kind of basic cropped striped shirt with a little rouging on the side. And does it have the size tag in it? I doubt it. I doubt it. No size, but it does look kind of small. It looks very small. Let's see. Some of the shirts will have indication of what the sizes are, especially if they're like the Swiftly styles. They'll have, like, if you flip over the waistband, it'll usually be embroidered in there. Or sometimes there is like a line system, like they'll have embroidered lines on it that indicate size, but that one didn't have it. So you know what I do? I just measure and I guesstimate. We have a pair of good American jeans. These are a size 15. Does it say what the style is? It gives you the style number. It says GLS, so I'm assuming it's the good legs. That is a more, yeah, it's a more skinny style, which, again, I'm always on the fence about if I should pick them up or not, but these were in really great condition, and again, the price was really right on them, so I opted to pick them up. This one I probably shouldn't have picked up, but I think I picked it up more for the idea that I liked it myself, even though I know I wouldn't be able to fit into this. I just hope I can find something like this in my size. This is just Zara, and it's a US size small, but it's just this really kind of cute heavyweight midi dress, like white midi dress. Really cute, really like it. With Zara, well, that's kind of a different tag for Zara. Normally they have like the pages and pages of tags, so I wonder if this is like a newer version. But regardless, so this little stack of numbers right here that have the slashes, or the, yeah, slashes, that's the style number. So if you can look that up on Zara, you can find more information about it. All right, so now we're gonna go into shoes, which is probably one of my most favorite categories, and what I have the most backlog of is shoes. But I have been catching up, so I'm very excited for myself. So that's why if you see lots of shoes listed in my closet, it's because I've been catching up. All right, are you ready for this? This is in a Goodwill that, let's just say, I'm not gonna say it's in a bad area, but just very like kind of country like Goodwill. We have Bottega Veneta. Like, are you kidding me? These boots retail for probably like $700. So they're just like really cute little suede little booties. Like, how adorable are those? Such quality made. What is the size? Size 36.5. So, you know, they're what, a 6.5, 6 to 6.5, something like that. So if you did not know the brand Bottega Veneta, you could look at the bottom and you can see how it is stamped in there. It does say made from Italy. It has a European sizing. So those are all indications that it might be a more quality brand to look into if you know, are limited on time and you can't check comps of everything. So that is something to look into. So that was a very exciting find, and probably the item that retails the most is these. So like, how cute. So then we found some J. Crew flats, again, kind of perfect for fall. I like this like updated ballet style, so it's not quite a point, but it's not quite a square. It's just like an in-between. It is that one with like the elastic fit on it, so it's supposed to hug your foot. These are a size, I think 6.5, if I can read that correctly. Then I found these Dolce Vita, you can see right there on the bottom, Dolce Vita, like chunky croc embossed loafers, very on trend. These Schutz flats, again, kind of not in the season for them, but still really pretty. These are kind of like this leather, almost looks like raffia, but it is leather mules. These are a size 7.5. These I found at a church thrift store in the same area, which was so cute because they have like little store cats, little store kittens running around. So much of the time was played with the store kittens, but I did find these really cute like little embossed booties. These are from Picolinos, which can sometimes be sold at Anthropologie, but this boot probably retails for, I don't know, 150 bucks. So it's a size 40 and they look to be in like new condition, barely worn. So that's very cool. And then I found these boots. We're gonna see the brand name, if I can find the one that you can see the brand name. So it's just this like black Chelsea boot almost with this interior zipper. The boots seem to be in really great quality. It is a size 9 and it's this brand called, hello, Ostone. Now I can't quite remember what the comps were on this, but I want to say the solds were around like the $80 mark. So I decided to pick them up, and I want to say that they're men's, because this looks really large for a women's 9. I will try it on because I'm a women's 9. So I'll double check, but they kind of look like they might be men's. We'll see. And that's everything from this particular haul. So let me clean this up and then we'll get the next bag. All right, I have my next pile of stuff. So this pile of stuff actually came from the Goodwill boutique. I've filmed hauls from there before, and it's I feel like I have hair. So the Goodwill boutique is basically a more curated style of Goodwill finds. The setup of it is a lot nicer, looks more like a boutique. And that also means, like, the expectation is they're supposed to have nicer clothes and nicer brands there, but then they also price them up. So I actually overheard one of the workers talk, like, explaining the boutique to somebody and how the Goodwills here kind of have a max price that they can price things at, but the Goodwill boutique can kind of do whatever they want. So I only shop there, I was gonna say I only shop there like every so often. Actually, it's one of the main ones I shop at, because it is so close to the Plato's Closet that I go to. One of them that I go to, that when I'm waiting for Plato's to finish up with stuff, I'll like head over there. So I do shop there quite often, and I won't say all of their stuff is like top-notch brands, but I have had really good luck with finding really great things there. But the problem is that you typically will pay more than what you're used to paying at like a regular Goodwill. At least that's how it is in Arizona. So this first item I got is this like little snake print mini dress, and it has this embroidery on it that says, oh, is that Oh Mighty or something? I don't know. I looked it up because this tag looked kind of interesting to me. So it says, "This is disgusting, recommended for you." It's an Oh Mighty thing. So I want to say it's like a streetwear brand or something like that. It's a very slinky type of little mini dress. So I did check comps. Comps were good enough for me to get it at the price that it was listed. So I decided to get it. This next one is YPB. This is actually Abercrombie's athletic wear. So it's I think it's your personal best. Yeah, that's what it stands for. So this is the YPB Neo Knit, and it's actually this like jumpsuit. So it's like a sweatshirt material jumpsuit, and I've done really well with selling kind of athletic wear jumpsuits, like from Viore and Athleta and stuff. So I opted to pick this up, and it has like little jogger style sweatpant bottom. So that's a size, I think it was a size small. Then I picked up this really pretty red dress from Alice and Olivia. Right there, this is a size 0. Kind of goes against all the stuff I say that I like to pick up. So Alice and Olivia is a higher end brand, probably retails in like the 200, 250 mark. So the thrift price was right. The style, I just thought was super cute with the like little puff sleeves, the tiered skirts. Now I wish the size was a little bit bigger. So those are the kind of things that was going against it, but then there was also some things going for it. So I just opted to pick it up because, you know, sometimes you just have to break your own rules. Oh yeah, this was a thrift trip that I found a lot of nice multiples. So we have this really pretty black dress with like this ribbed contrasting top, and then this wool bottoms, very 60s like with the belt. And this is Theory, and that is one of their newer tags, and it's a size 2. So again, a little bit more than what I wanted, or a little bit smaller than what I'd want, but you kind of take what the thrift gives you. And the really nice thing about Theory as well is that it gives you the style. Not only does it give you the style number, but it just gives you the style name right off the front. So this is the knit combo dress utility wool. So you can find that right there. So I found a few black Theory dresses that you'll see coming up. But probably one of the ultimate finds there, in a brand that I have not found in a really long time, and I kind of have this like love-hate relationship with it, and I really have to like hone myself in for not paying too much for it, and that is, let's get to it, hold on, let me get to the really pretty tag, and that's Johnny Was. So in this boutique, they do have one particular area that they are very familiar with what the brands are. A lot of it is Lululemon, Johnny Was, some counterfeit Chanel in there, all that kind of stuff. So brands that the staff are familiar with. And they usually always have Johnny Was there, but they're always priced up ridiculously high. But I found a pocket of Johnny Was pieces that were actually half off because it was the color of the week. So these are not typically the Johnny Was pieces that I would like to pick up, but I haven't had a Johnny Was piece in my closet for a while, like a new piece in a while that is this colorful. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a little bit of experimenting and to see if this will bring a little bit more traffic. So this is a long sleeve t-shirt with like the fun bandana prints all over it, and it's a size medium. So I did try to stick to the larger sizes because I think they had a few smalls in there as well. I still overpaid for these, I believe, but I think they'll work out. So this one is a size large. Again, they all kind of have that like jersey knit feel, very printed style. Those are right there. This one is a short sleeve tee in an extra large. Very fun prints on them. Now, oh, I found more than what I thought. How many did I find? Like 5 that I can see right now. Size large. Again, kind of quarter sleeves. And then this last one is another medium long sleeve tee. So when picking up Johnny Was, I normally love their kimonos, their silk pieces, and something that's really colorful in a plus size. Those coupled together is going to typically garner you a higher resale value. So these shirts, I'm not expecting to get $100 for each of them, but I do think that they might be able to sell in like the $50 range, so we'll see how it goes. On to the next pile. So this actually was, what did I see? I think I just saw these on the hanger, and they were in it was in the dress section. And I'm like, what the heck? But they felt really, really, really nice. So I automatically knew that they were Barefoot Dreams. It's a size large from their Cozy Chic Light collection. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, it has a tag on it with the hoodie on top. So I was like, I wonder if the matching top is here. And I looked underneath where things, you know, tend to fall on the ground, and I found it. And it was marked as a one set. So like I didn't have to pay for the shorts and the top separately. They came together. So this is a nice little hoodie on it. And again, the price was really right. This is the Beach Rock CCL ribbed lounge set in a size large, if I didn't say that. New with tax. So especially coming into like holiday season, I think this will work really well. Do we have this? Oh, another two-piecer that I found. So I found these pants just kind of on a random rack, and I was like, oh, okay, those are really fun, very fall-like pieces with the plaid, kind of the snap buttons. They are good old Free People, size small. And then, so I just kind of picked these up, put them in my cart, didn't really think much of it. And then I realized that I was in the dress section and I was kind of sorting through stuff, and you know, somebody had put this jacket back in a separate section, and I was like, oh, that print looks really familiar. And it's the bomber jacket matching top to the pants. So again, it was a one set, because this one didn't have a price tag on it and this one did, and it came as a one set. So I paid one price for both the pieces. Now I will not list them together, but I will, when I average out my cost of goods, I will make sure that I add an additional piece to, like, when I'm dividing my total price by however many pieces that I picked up, for the shorts and the Barefoot Dreams set. I'll probably keep as a set because it was sold as a set, but the Free People stuff I'll probably list separately. And then I just realized that it has this little button tag here, so I wonder if it's like new without tags. Who knows? All right, this dress I kind of hemmed and hawed about as well. I wasn't too sure because this brand, again, some things from the brand do well, some things not, but I just really liked this very kind of ethereal type of style. So it's just like maxi dress with like the mini underlay on it, and it is from the brand Aster, which you can find at like Nordstrom Rack, all that kind of stuff. So what is the size of it? I think I checked the comps on this too, because I wasn't too sure if it was worth it for me, and it seemed like it was worth it. It's a size medium. What is this? Something, I'm a sucker for houndstooth print. It's just, I feel like that and fall go together perfectly, and it has these fun like little bell sleeves on it. So this is a little shift dress from Zara Woman right there, and it is a size medium. This was another piece that I kind of hemmed and hawed about, but I opted to get it. This is from, well, first off, it's this really cute like oversized olive green kind of smock dress, and this is from Daily Practice, which is actually, I believe it's Anthropologie's athletic line. And why I kind of hemmed and hawed is because it was petite size. It's a medium petite, but I ended up getting it anyways. So many more clothes to go through. All right, this I got for style. So I like to say that I don't pick up Zara a lot, but I would, my listings beg to differ, and this haul begs to differ. This is perfect for fall, for Halloween. It is this Peter Pan collar with these gems on it, so very Addams Family, you know, type of stuff. This is Zara, and it has this like velvety print to it, and it is an extra small. So something that if you are more seasonally inclined to listing your stuff, which I try to be, but I'm not always like that. This is something that I would try to put more priority into, just like the other Zara dress with the houndstooth. I would try to put more priority into getting that listed sooner rather than later, because with my reseller recap, if you're ever interested in watching, kind of knowing what these items sell for, I would suggest that you watch my reseller recap. I'll list my most recent one up in the corner for you if you're interested, and you'll kind of see what these items actually sell for. And one of the statistics that I like to list is the average days to sell, which I believe it was around 80-ish days. So from the time I list an item to the time I sell an item takes about 80 days. So if that's the case, I'm already late listing these, but I'm going to try to list them sooner than later so it attracts the right type of buyer in this kind of seasonal era that we're in. All right, so another really cute dress. I found tons of like cute dresses, but they were all very small, which I try to, I get all sizes, I do, but if I can, I would like larger sizes, because I just think that they have a better sell-through rate. But again, you take what you can get. So this is Ted Baker. Size 1 is their vanity sizing, which I believe is a small, if I'm not mistaken. But it's this cute like little bow over like kind of 60s type of shift dress with this like this little overlay. I forget what this material is called, but really cute, and it has like that exposed zipper in the back. Here's another Theory piece. So again, kind of that like ribbed material up top, and then a button, almost faux skirt on the bottom, and like a silky type of material. This is also a size small, so I bet you anything all the Theory stuff came from all the same person if I had to guess. Then I picked up some jeans. So we got some Wranglers, which is pretty popular here in Southern Arizona. The area of town that I live in is actually surrounded by a lot of like farming and stuff like that. So it's pretty common to see like workwear items like this, but I really liked this because they had a very exaggerated flare on the bottom, like super flare. And I like how the Wranglers now have like the Wrangler W on the back. I don't know if they've always had that, but I've noticed it. I think it's really cute. These are the high-rise flare, so they even tell you the name right up front. I really appreciate that. And then we have, I haven't been through this haul in a really long time, so that's why I love doing these hauls, is because it's like a rehaul for me and I get all excited again about all of the items. So this is a cute like little workout or work top or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to use it for. And this is Athleta, size medium. And Athleta is another brand that, just like Gap, Banana Republic, Old Navy, and Athleta are all one company. So usually they will all have the same information. It might look a little bit different on each tag, but we have the style number on the back as well as the cut date. So this was from spring 2021, so still relatively recent. Nice pullover top. Then we have this top, which I know I paid way too much for, but when you even out all of the items together, and I always try to go on days that I get a discount. So my full-time job is a mental health therapist and considered part of a first responder discount. So I get an additional 20% off of the items, which is very nice. So I always try to stick to the days that I can, like that discount applies, which is Sundays and Mondays. In Southern Arizona, it's a little bit different everywhere else. So if you are a first responder or a teacher or ability to get a discount, make sure you get your discount. So I'm saying I paid too much individually for this item, but when I add up all of the prices together and I average them out, it's a reduced price. But this is from Maeve Anthropology, It's a size medium, and it's this fun like textured top with really fun like kind of pirate-like sleeves. So again, I was thinking more like Renaissance fair, fall, all that sort of stuff, and I feel like that would fit into it. All right, a few more clothing pieces from this particular haul, then we'll get into the shoes. We have this, is it, no, navy and red striped dress, and this is a brand that I had never heard of before, Retiva Fala, size large. Obviously I checked the comps to see if it was worth it, and it must have been worth it, but I cannot remember for the life of me what comps were. So let's do a little, we're just gonna check right now, because I literally cannot remember. What is it? Retiva Fala striped dress. So I'm checking Poshmark for comps. So what I do is I will check listings, and then I kind of go in and see what the retail price is and what they're selling for. So when I just check Retiva Fala striped dress, we do have 5 listings. There is one listing that looks like it's pretty similar, just in a different colorway. Retail values are kind of all over the place. One of them says 120 to 285 to 195. The resale value, maybe not as great as I initially thought, but let's actually go to the sold items, because that will give you more of a realistic view of what these things are selling for. So one of the dresses sold for 75, another sold for 30, another sold for 38. So maybe not as great as what I initially thought, but you know, it's a new brand to me. Again, I like to bring in new brands. I like to see what markets do well. So this does look to be like a Scandinavian type of brand, which then makes me think of kind of Lagan-looky brands like Eileen Fisher, Alembica, Brand Walker, brands like that that are a little bit more minimalistic, oversized fit. So that's probably what this style is, but just a really kind of basic dress. Again, perfect for fall. How many times do I have to say it? And then we got some snow pants. So I don't normally pick up snow pants or anything like that, but I did opt to pick these up because they are Bogner. And Bogner can be a very expensive athletic brand. So these are some snow pants. They look to be quite small. They say a size 12 regular. That's a small 12. Maybe a kid's 12? I don't know. Made in Costa Rica. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen a clothing piece made in Costa Rica. So these are snow pants, and actually I picked up a Bogner jacket in northern Arizona. Now it was priced pretty high, but it was 50% off, and that jacket retails for like $400. So I'm looking at it at the rack back there. So that is something that, again, thinking of how long on average it takes me to list something, to sell something, I need to be getting these listed ASAP. So we have that, and then we have Gianni Beanie. Not typically a brand you see very often in clothing. I definitely see a lot more Gianni Beanie shoes, which I actually love Gianni Beanie shoes. I think like Gianni Beanie, Vince Camuto, and Sam Edelman, I honestly think they're unsung heroes. They are kind of bread and butter shoes that I sell in my closet. So if you can find a pair, because they're usually typically really cute, and their retail values can be kind of high and their resale values are pretty consistent. So take that information as you will. So I don't typically find Gianni Beanie clothing, but it also has really cute clothing, and then it's just this pair of like khaki pleated wide leg pants. So I was like, you know what, perfect for fall. That's the theme of this video. All right, so we have my shoes, and you will see that there is a theme with the shoes as well, and that theme is roughies, well, and flats with the other pair. So Typically I like to look at shoes first, but how the boutique is set up, they don't really have a shoe section. The shoes are kind of just like on top of the racks of the clothing racks, so you kind of have to go to every rack to check out the shoes, which is, I'm wondering if that's like a sales tactic to make you look at the rack. I don't know, but there is like a small section of shoes, but not all the shoes are there. So I kind of rounded out my trip with looking at the shoes because my bin was overfilled. And there's this one woman who was looking at shoes, and I noticed she picked up a pair of Rothy's, and I was like, okay, I don't want to like bum rush her. I'm gonna wait for it because she's like trying them on, and I was like, I'm gonna wait and see if she picks them up. Great. So while she was looking at the Rothy's, I found another pair of Rothy's. I think it was this pair, just the black pointed pair, kind of very classic style. These are a size 10.5. And now that I think about it, my Rothy's are a little bit too small just because my foot has gotten longer with gaining weight. So I might keep these. I don't know. Rothy's don't typically do as well anymore as they used to, but I still pick them up if I can get them at a good price. So these are 10.5. They are, if you look at the tag, they are made in China, which is typically an indicator that they are authentic. So we have those, and I really like that Rothy's, you can wash them. Then we have this pair, another pair of the points. I don't know what this pattern is called, but I will definitely check on Rothy's. And again, another 10.5, so it makes me think that these were donated by the same person. And then we have a pair of smaller ones. These are the rounded pair, and they have the fun like tortoiseshell print on the bottom, and these are a size 7. So very fun. And then the other pair of flats I found were actually from Everlane. I forget what the name of this is, probably like their ballet flat, really kind of just very neutral brown color. And these are size 8.5. That's what the bottom looks like. All right, so that was everything from that giant trip. Now let me gather all of this information, gather all of this stuff up, put it away, and we'll get the next bag. This is the last little bit of this haul. Mostly shoes, but let's get through the clothes really quick. So this is a Goodwill that is located more in the downtown area of Tucson, and they have one of my favorite sandwich shops next door that also has really good Bloody Marys that are on sale on Sundays. So every so often my husband and I will go to the sandwich shop, have some Bloody Marys, and then we'll go over to Goodwill, and it's one of my discount days, so it all works out. It's all good. It's a great Sunday. But I always have to be careful because usually we eat tons of carbs because the sandwiches are like, I don't know, this big, this thick. And so we're usually carved out after it. So I only get so much time with my husband. So I have to be quick when I go into this Goodwill. But I did find this Torrid size 5, which equates to a 5X, which equates to like a 22, 24, maybe a 24, 26. Again, I tried to stock all sizes of stuff, but it's this really beautiful, like floral, might be a mini dress, but just really, really fun printed dress. Again, Torrid is another brand that typically will have all of the information listed out for you. So this was from 2022, so you'll see that right there. Then we found this another houndstooth piece. Again, sucker for houndstooth, and another Torrid piece. So this is Torrid size 0, which equates to like a 10, I believe, maybe a 10 or a 12. Really cute little peplum houndstooth blouse. Let's see when this was in 2020, so a little bit on the older side of what I like to pick up, but I felt like the style was still really relevant. This is the brand Bardot, which again is sold at Nordstrom, Revolve, I think like Shopbop, places like that. So it's really cute, like little lace, long sleeve, fit and flare dress. Has this like lace overlay. And I think it's a little bit of a smaller size. So this is a US 8 or medium. Okay, not as small as I thought. I thought it was like extra small. I found this Free People Intimately tank. This is a size small. I know this tank is pretty popular for the Intimately line. I just can't quite remember what the name of it is, and it comes in like a lot of different colorways. So I will just check out. I don't think I have shown on this video if this one has a tag or not. Yeah, so this one will have a tag, and it does have an OB number on it. This one's a little bit difficult to read, but there is an OB number right here, so I can plug that in. Sometimes it will come up with the correct style name, sometimes it doesn't. Then we have this dress. Again, I was kind of on the fence about, but it was new with tags. So this is J. Crew Factory, and we know it's factory because it has the 2 little dots underneath. It's a size 8. Like I said, it was new with tags. It retailed for $98. And it's this kind of like textured nautical sheath dress, like sheath midi dress, maybe knee length. So I just decided to pick that up. A few more clothing items before we get into the shoes. This is another Wrangler piece, and this is more of a, I believe, a vintage kind of Wrangler piece. This is a size large. I think it's probably a men's, although it was in the women's. But it's this really fun kind of like 90s, 80s Western type of print with the snap pearl buttons on it. So I really like Western stuff like that, and it sells typically pretty well in my closet. Then we have a long sleeve Lululemon, kind of this like textured, almost like floral textured long sleeve. So this is the type of print or material that I was talking about that sometimes has the size embroidered in it. And of course I'm looking like a fool because I'm not seeing it. Let's see if it has. I'm gonna have to do some investigation because on this texture it's a little bit difficult to see, but I'm not finding a size on it, any size indication. But so how I look up style names for Lululemon, particularly because I feel like they sell better when they actually have the correct style name with it, is I go to Lulu Fanatics. You know, sometimes sometimes you really have to scroll and find some stuff. But something that I've been finding really helpful, sorry, oh, my nose with all the stuff, all the dust, is doing Google Lens. So if I Google Lens it, take a picture of it in Google Lens, and then I type in Lululemon, sometimes that will pop up with stuff, especially if the print is a little bit unique. It's been really helpful. And then the last clothing piece, I believe, is another Torrid piece. So I did really well in the Torrid area. And it was new with tags. Yeah, so a 5 is a 5X or a 28. So I believe these were probably donated by the same people as the previous one. And it was new with tags. But this really pretty kind of like kimono overlay. Again, in that vintage floral print with the big blossom sleeves. And it doesn't say the retail value, but it is the crinkle fabric mixed tie front kimono in line cascade floral. So just plug that in, find all of the information that you need from it. Okay, getting to the last little bit, which is shoes, which again usually is one of my favorite items to show and to pick up. So the first one is this pair of clogs. So this like red suede wooden clog, and the brand is Sangrens. I don't know, but it says it's handcrafted in Sweden. So if you can read that, usually these types of clogs that are handcrafted in Sweden have a European size 30. This is 38. Can be quite a bit of money. So think like Swedish has-beens, if you're familiar with that brand. I feel like that is very similar to some other brands as well. It has this cute like little, like a little owl. Yeah, little owl imprinted in there. So we have those, and look how cute these are. If you're not looking, you should look. These are little mini Melissas, but they're Minnie Mouse mini Melissas. Oh, if you're unfamiliar, Melissas are this like really unique type of plastic shoe that, I know it seems weird, but they have a scent to it, like a kind of a pleasant scent to it. And these are cute, like little wedges with the mini little ears and bow on top. Now they do have some like markings on here, you can see, that I think I can get off. But even if I can't, like, you kind of just put them in play condition and I think they'll still sell. These are size a US 1, so they are little girls, US 1. So I just thought those were so adorable and could not pass them up. I don't really list a lot of kids clothes or men's clothing, and typically the only items that I will list are things that are kind of that I come up on happenstance. Like, I never go into the men's sections to look for things, but sometimes if it's mixed in with the women's or like the kids stuff or whatever, and I feel like it's a good buy, I'll pick it up. But I never specifically go into kids or men's, so I'm primarily a women's clothing reseller. So the next boot is, or next shoe is this boot. So it is this kind of really nice bone color suede with like a croc embossed print on them, the platform lug soles. These are Dolce Vitas again, and that's what the brand looks like. And I think these are a larger size 9. Oh, I thought they were bigger than that. Size 9, but still. So I think a great boot for, say it with me, fall. Then I found this really interesting type of shoe. So it's this like corduroy, ribbed corduroy little sneaker, and the brand is SWC, or Stepney Workers Club, and I wasn't familiar with it at all. That's what like the little brand logo looks like. I wasn't familiar with it at all, but I checked comps and these can go for like $80. They're not in the best condition because there is some like discoloration on the midsole, but you know, I can try to clean it up, and if it doesn't clean up easily, I'm still going to sell it as is, and we'll see how it goes. Now this was an exciting find. This little like tiger cheetah printed calf hair boot, knee-high boot. This is a size 9 and the brand is Antonio Milani. Again, another brand of shoe that I feel like gets overlooked a lot, but they have really cute shoes. I feel like the craft on them is really great and the resale value is pretty consistent. So those are fun. Getting the last little bit of shoes to show you. So Keens, these are a pretty good seller year round. They're like water shoes, sandals, really great. They are a size, what size are you? Size 7. This I wasn't sure if I should have picked up, but it was in my cart and now it is in my possession. But these are some loafers from Echo, a Danish design. I don't think I've ever picked up this brand before, and I really didn't check comps, so, but I just loved the style of it all. And they are a size 39. They just feel really great and like in like new condition. So these will be testing out that brand for the first time. Then we have a good old Birkenstock. Gotta love Birkenstock. Again, paid a little bit more than I would normally like to on these, but it's a classic shoe and it will sell. And it almost looks like it's a older style, just the way that it's written out. Like I feel like that isn't the typical brand font or anything, so we'll have to see. And then I found this pair of shoes that I only knew the brand because I actually have a pair listed in my closet, and they are new with tags basically, and they retail for like $700. And the brand is Alexander Berman, and is this like pump, really high pump with a python, like a purple python leather. I don't know if it's actually like snakeskin, feels like snakeskin, So that was a fun little find. And then my very last pair of shoes that I found, again, more for utilitarian style, is this pair of Solomon shoes. I believe they're like hiking shoes or something. Solomon, and they're the Odyssey style. I remember I looked these up and they did retail for like $200 and people are reselling them in the $100 range. So that's what I'm hoping I can get from it too. And that concludes my haul. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Let me know down below what was your favorite pickup from this item, from this haul. I still think those Bottega Venetas, I'm really curious to see how much they go for. So I think that's my favorite item from everything. But again, I love everything. I picked it all out. But you let me know what was your favorite down below. If you are interested in learning how to resell, I am compiling a list of stuff of like how to get started with that, but definitely share your interest down below if you'd like to watch that type of video. Again, the more interest I have in it, the higher it goes up in my filming list. So I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all the wonderful YouTube things that you can do here to get the word out on this channel, to grow this channel, to hopefully get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I need your help to do so, please. But other than that, I do really appreciate you watching and taking your time, and I will see you in my next one.